Hello, welcome to another Ready Aim Roll video. Today we're checking something out that I've been waiting for a while now. And I'm really glad I managed to get it, actually. Because there was a brief time where I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this because it's gonna sell out like hotcakes. But I did, and it's here. I have it. This is my childhood army, basically. So yeah, I'm very happy to have this. So I am going to put the camera down so we can get into the box. Yeah. I used to have a Space Wolves army. I've got a scalpel somewhere. Oh god. This'll do. This is fine. I had a Space Wolves army in like 6th edition, I want to say. Between like 5th, 6th edition. So I started in 4th. It started in 4th with Battle of Macragge. Got that for Christmas. And yeah, I was hooked from there. Oh, that's one thing I need to do. We need to look at what's in the box. I just got, like, I've been home for a little bit now, and I've been wanting to open it. Let's get this. Yeah. Let's get the light on. There we go. Yeah. So much stuff in this box. I think it's solid value. You get a codex, data cards, which granted going to be out of date pretty quickly, most likely, and 28 minis. You get 10 blood claws, 10 grey hunters, so that's already 20. 6 minis in the head taker squad, so 3 marines, 3 wolves, and the pack leader and the wolf priest. So yes, 28 minis. Yeah, very happy. I will be assembling this on camera shortly after this video goes live. I am going to be streaming again, trying to raise money for Switchboard, which is a wonderful charity. I will leave the Just Giving link on this video also as a pinned comment and in the description. If you've got any money to spare, be very much appreciated. I've put a little bit of money in there. We're now 10% of the way to our £250 goal. So yeah, going to be streaming later, trying to raise money for that. But right now, we're here. Let's get this box open. I am a big fan of this box. I love the fancy packaging they do for these big army boxes. Just to show you, it's the same thing on both sides. Yeah. So that, and oh, that never gets old. Never, ever gets old. Look at that. That's awesome. So let's push that back and start fishing bits of plastic out, shall we? Apparently they're quite good sprues. They're stuck to each other. So I think this on the admittedly quite well-used table. Is this... what sprue is this? This is one of our troop choices. I can say that much. I think this is our Grey Hunters. So we've got the bolt carbine. Yeah, this is our Grey Hunters. Big fan of the wolf totems. Power axe there. Lots of chain swords. Yeah, that's nice. That's one of them. And yes, that makes this our blood claws. We've got our power claw there, or lightning claw even. Lots of chain swords again. Lots of totems and markings and bits to add, which I really appreciate. Now the power axe, you're not going to be wanting for power axes with this box, I don't think. Which is good. That makes this our head taker sprue. Shields, lots of backpacks with like Crux Terminatus looking bits. Our wolves look like they go together quite nicely. Lots and lots of power swords. I like the cross guard on the power swords, they're quite nice. That's looks to be another blood claw sprue, which is nice. Let's get up close on that power claw. That's I think one of my favourite bits. The inclusion of that is very nice to me. That sort of longer style chainsword I really appreciate. Also got our second Grey Hunter sprue. So it's 5 body, I assume 5 bodies on each then. But again, I think it's a shame that you can't make these as 5-man squads. They have to be in 10, in squads of 10. Which I think is a little bit shit. And this will be our pack leader. Again, really nice shield. I didn't realise that the chest was that plain. I kind of like that actually. Appreciate that the shoulder pads are going to be separate. Got our power sword option. I'm going to be going for the hammer actually. I just think it's more cool for the leader to have the hammer. That being said, I am going to be using that sword for the next model in the box. Going to be turning this guy, our wolf priest, into a Judicia. Not to say I won't be running wolf priests at all. Just that I'm going to be taking the Crozius, nipping it and turning it into something different. Got our bolt pistol, tons of detail, and of course one of the coolest heads in the box, that wolf head. It's so cool. Big fan of that. Yeah. Can't wait to break into that. Probably going to be starting off with the troops first, just because I had a lot of caffeine this morning. I had a whole can of Monster, which I don't often do, and I'm still recovering from it. I am still shaking even more than I normally do, and I shake a lot, as you can probably tell. Now, I love this presentation, first off. It's a little bit dinged up from the box, from where the sprues have been. But I love this presentation. This is really, really nice. So, in this wonderful little folder, today we have our book. We have some cardboard, and importantly, if I move the cardboard aside, we have our cards. And also, importantly, our instructions. And you can tell that's a chunky booklet, but that's a good amount of pages, I think. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the codex, I think. Also, obviously, you have bases. Transfer sheet. If we quickly go through. Bless you. I think the camera might have picked that up. It has done in the past. Flattening, sneezing. Yeah. Nice Space Wolves transfer sheet there. Transfer sheet. Big fan of that one. More bases. And bases for the wolves. The actual wolves, that is. So I guess they're not actual wolves, because, you know, the whole no wolves on Fenris thing. Because they be people. Come on. There we go. Let's move that aside, and I will probably do a whole separate review / flip through of this. I don't know yet. But just very quickly, I'm gonna have to redeem that code before this video goes out now. Good thing I don't get these things early, eh? So as you can tell, if I do this, there we go, that's a bit better. As ever, the artwork in these things is stunning. Showcase is pretty good. I mean, the paint jobs are always stunning, but I've noticed with a lot of these codexes in this edition is, unless you are core Space Marines, the sub-factions and second founding and beyond chapters, like the successor chapters, don't get much love. I know Space Wolves aren't known for their successor chapters, but they do have them now. So some love for like the wolf spears would have been nice. Just as a, hey, this is a thing you can do. But yeah, like it's fine. Yeah. And crusade rules. And points that are probably out of date already. Fucking Christ. Yeah. Big fan of this. Nice texture on the cover. And also, very quickly, we have the cards, which on one side we've got Angry Santa, Logan Grimnar himself, and also Ragnar Blackmane. I finished listening to Space Wolf, the first of the Ragnar Blackmane books, just the other day. I read it back when I first got into Space Wolves, but as I alluded to earlier, that was a long, long time ago. Not in a town called Kickapoo, unfortunately. Thrashed, fortunately, because Jack Black's an ass. Anyway, speaking of references, if you got the reference to the thumbnail, we can be friends. Because, yeah, I love putting weird little references in thumbnails. I think it's just more fun. Anyway, here are the data cards that, again, probably out of date already. In fact, these probably aren't. They're probably good. Got so many characters. Also, really, really nice gold edging on them. And fairly bland background, but yeah, it's something. Nothing really of interest on the back. Got stuff for the combat patrol. Space Wolf's faction rule, which is basically cast for the Wolfen. Yeah. I would have liked something more than that, like a replacement for Oath moment, because that still exists. It's a fine rule, but it's a bit bland. Dreadnought. Wolf and Dreadnought. Wolves. Yeah. All the data sheets are here, that's fine. You knew that, I knew that. Just wanted to show them off very briefly. I don't know how often I'll use these. Because I've got the app. So I don't need necessarily to use these. I guess they're good for quick reference. I don't have to exit one profile just to look at another. I can just have them in front of me, spread out in front of a battlefield. But yeah, that's that. Plenty to get on with in what time is it? 2:30. I'll probably start streaming 3, maybe 4-ish. I don't know. Let's call it 4, because it's going to take me some time to upload this, or take some time for it to upload. And I don't want to have a video uploading while I'm also streaming, because that would be rough on the internet. Yeah, so thank you for watching this one. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you in chat, and if not, hopefully you are watching anyway, and if not, that's fine also. Just you know, people have lives. Thanks for watching this one. See ya.